We searched for a man named Jim Sonnett. And the legends folks tell may be true. Most call him gunman and killer. He's my son, who I hardly knew. I raised Jim's boy from the cradle. Till the day he said to me, I have to go find my father. And I reckoned that's how it should be. So we ride, Jim's boy and me.
Well, that's a lot of gunfire. Sounds like it's coming from that direction.
Yeah, I thought I headed back yonder there, but I wasn't sure.
Sounds like a full-fledged war just started.
Maybe.
Well, listen to it, Grandpa. There's no maybe in that. It's bound to be an Indian war.
Nary a doubt in your mind, is there, Jeff?
No, sir.
I ain't been as flat-footed sure since I was a young'un.
And you're saying that's not a war?
There's something extra in the roar of them guns, I don't know. I'm gonna hope it ain't another Indian war. I had my belly full of them.
Seem to be letting up, Grandpa.
Yeah, stopping for dinner, too, likely.
It's a peculiar thing. Hearing that sound, knowing it's killing. I don't know nothing about war.
Nothing to recommend it, Jim.
Good afternoon to you.
Howdy.
I got a whiff of your coffee down the trail. I decided to come make friends with you.
Howdy, friend.
Kit Torrey.
Hi, Jeff Sonnett. This is my grandpa.
Yes, sir, Mr. Sonnett.
Where'd you get the name of Kit?
Well, the story goes that my mama was in love with Mr. Carson, but she married Mr. Torrey. Then I come along and, he run off. Am I going to get some of that coffee?
Sure.
I could sure go the beans, too.
Well, help yourself.
I usually carry this. Most people I run into fill it up.
Yeah. Folks take good care of you, do they?
Yes, sir, most times. Only now I'm going to get me a good job and do my own taking care.
What kind of a job?
That kind. I'm on my way to Fort Laramie to join up.
Oh, you want to be a cavalry trooper, do you?
Do you know how much it pays?
Well, I got a good idea.
$13 a month, that's how much. And all you can eat, and a bed, and all you need for shooting Injuns. And you tell me a better life than that.
Ah, you get the wrong slant on the Army, son. You don't fight Injuns every day.
So you shine your boots and ride parade. There's always something going on.
Oh, no, boy. There's months and months of doing nothing. Too much weather. Cold, snow, wind, that's winter. And heat, dust, and wind, that's summer. And no matter what, you try to keep the peace.
Oh, there's lots of fighting. I heard that.
Oh, you fight, sure. Scurvy, catarrh, and smallpox. And sometimes, but not very often, you fight Injuns.
That roar? That ain't smallpox, Mr. Sonnett.
I've been listening to it all morning. I know that sound now. It's got nothing to do with the Army fighting Injuns. It's got nothing to do with the Army at all.
Make out what he's doing?
He knows what he's about.
I asked if you did.
As long as Grandpa knows, I don't have to.
Well, there's your war.
That's a mighty big something. Buffalo, Grandpa?
It was.
Never seen one dressed out that way.
You call that dressed out? It's shot. Skin, sure. The rest is left to rot.
Guess the Indians got what they wanted.
They sure left a powerful lot to waste.
That's just the beginning.
They just leave them like that?
They do.
Sure gonna have some fat buzzards around here.
Yeah, but if we don't shake a leg, that's just what we'll have. Indian agencies between here and Fort Laramie. We ride there.
What for?
To get help to carry this meat to them.
I'd sooner leave it for the buzzards.
Well, you got a choice, Kit. Jeff ain't. Not as long as he rides with me.
I'd still like to understand, Grandpa.
Then try understanding this. Injuns use all the buffalo, every shred of it, from its horns to its chips. Never was an Injun born that'd leave him that way.
I heard the horses. I hoped you was the troopers.
The Injun agent.
Yes. Yes, I am. Only don't bring me no more trouble. I got a plenty.
Well, you got a good-sized wagon. I might bring you some help.
Shh. You hear that?
Well, I don't hear anything.
Of course not. They're being quiet now. You never know why nor for how long.
Injuns?
Of course, Indians.
What ails them?
They're restless. They've been acting this way ever since we had to cut back on their rations. One minute they're milling around, mumbling that gibberish they talk, or else just standing there in groups staring over here at my quarters. Then the first thing you know, they disappear into their teepees and powwow, or whatever it is they do in there.
They're hungry.
Well, does that have to make them restless?
Well, it'd make me restless.
It's got to be something more than just being hungry.
You give me that wagon, we'll find out if it is. There's buffalo meat laying in waste a few miles yonder that'll do fine for jerky and pemmican. What the devil does this mean?
Why, I can't give you no wagon. I don't even know who you are.
My name's Will Sonnett.
Why, if you was my own mother.
Well, I'm glad I ain't.
Look, there's ways of doing things, orders, forms, requisition.
That meat will spoil and them Indians need the food. That's requisition enough.
Well, when the troopers come, that'll be time enough. They'll know what to do. They're used to army ways. Though where they are, I'll never know. I telegraphed for them yesterday.
Yeah, because the Indians was hungry?
Because they are restless. Believe me, there is a right way to do things.
Yeah, a right way and your way.
Mr. Sonnett?
Oh, the road straight ahead will take you to Fort Laramie.
Yes, sir. Except I've almost never seen a town before. I thought I'd pass some time here.
Well, it's your time, Kit.
Yeah, we'll be yonder there at the stable, dickering for a wagon.
How about your time, Jeff?
Well, I've been to town before.
Well, did you come to look or buy?
That buy anything?
Look what you got.
Thanks. That ain't sweet a bit.
We're all sold out of sweet beer.
That buys two, don't it?
You'll get 'em when you get that hook away.
I like it when folks understand things clear.
That's a new one on me.
One of my best friends is here. And this one completes the family.
That's a funny kind of family.
Just a way of calling it, boy. Families take care of each other. Well, me and these fellas, we take good care of each other. Much better than 5-cent beer.
Won't be long I can buy what I want.
How's that?
I'm joining the Army at Fort Laramie.
Men get rich in the Army all the time.
Well, they pay a lot more than I'm used to.
I was hoping that you'd need work. Strapping boy like you. I was hoping that you'd join the family.
I still don't know what those things do.
Tools of the trade, boy. I guide them just so. But these fellas have skinned more buffalo in a day. Any pair of knives around. So. And that quick. I made another 50 cents.
That's fast money.
$25 a day. It's faster if you work in pairs.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Takes practice, boy.
I can see that.
But while you're learning, you could earn more in a week than Army pay in a month.
You talking about me making that kind of money?
Just you and me here, boy.
Yeah.
Barkeep, bring me and my friend here a glass of your fine whiskey. The best you got.
No more nickel beer, huh?
I sure don't belong in a good life. We go quality all the way. Hey, I keep it. Get anything with money. Just the beginning. Lots of fine things you never tried before. Like skinning buffalo, boy. Takes practice.
Mr. Gilby.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant. Yes, sir. Oh, I never been so glad to see anybody in all my life. Well, I see you got your wagon.
We got it.
You know these men?
No?
You know we were here. Tell him.
Oh, well, yes, they was here before. 3 of them wanted me to give them a wagon. Well, now, Lieutenant, you know I can't authorize no wagon, not even for the promise of buffalo meat. But when you ask me, do I know them?
I'm sorry, mister.
These are mighty sorry times, Lieutenant. The buffalo hunters are out there slaughtering, and we're sitting here being sorry. You hear good, do you?
Good.
Biggest herd I ever seen was along the bottomlands of the Powder. You make that out from here?
Powder, yes. Oh, man. Good ear.
Injun, big mouth.
Sergeant Conrad.
Yes, sir.
Post 2 men to help Mr. Gilby unload and distribute the meat.
Yes, sir.
We'll need Indian help too, Charlie. Get the best men you can to man the wagon. Find mounts for the rest. I can't order you to come with us.
Can't order me not to, neither.
No.
I start something, Lieutenant. I most generally finish it. No brag, just fact.
Don't go down there. It's awful.
I'll get some water.
Come back here. You're all cut up, kid.
Skinner was bound I'd stay. Slaughter did just like you said. Hundreds.
Buffalo?
Just kill. They never quit. I had to run. I had to.
Stay with him, Jeff.
Just ease back now and I'll tend to your wounds.
I'd never run from a fight. But there were no fight to it. It was just a lot of dying. Just an awful lot of dying.
Hunter.
You got renegades in your side, too. Nothing left.
No arrow in Buffalo.
Just in the men who killed him.
No warning. Savages down from the hills. Where was Army when white men needed you?
Might have said easier if any of this made sense. Now, this man broke the law. Army and territory law against the wanton destruction of the buffalo.
Yeah, and he got killed by lawbreakers. Renegade Indians, breaking treaties.
And we don't have wagons enough to carry this where it's needed.
It don't make sense, but we can pray it never happens just this way again.
Good ear right. 2 guns.
One thing, it ain't men laying dead by the hundreds down there. You work pretty good for Big Mouth Injun.
Charlie, good engine.
How come you ain't up there with them?
Peace. Charlie want peace. They work. No fight, no kill.
Yeah, it's got to begin like this. You and me, one red man, one white man, working together.
Good ear. Big mouth.
Lieutenant says they'll have me swore in by nightfall.
$13 a month, and all you need for shooting engines.
I know. I've got a lot to learn.
Knowing it. That's half the learning. Grandpa says.
I'm willing.
And that's about the rest of it.
I'd just like to say I'm obliged to you both. Keep thinking about me here, in the Army, keeping the peace.
Takes men to do that, kid. Strong men, willing men, like Lieutenant Elder here, and Charlie there. Starts with them, keeping the law and keeping the peace. That's the way to stop the killing, forever.
Forward! Ho!
Dear Lord, let your love light the souls of men. Make them see what's right and what's wrong. Let all your creatures live in peace. Let this broad land stay strong.